What's going on, guys? Unknown Player here, and today I'm bringing you guys the first of many Nemesis DLC 4 videos exclusively here on my channel. Activision invited me to go and record the brand new DLC 4 that isn't even out yet. It comes out on Tuesday the 5th, but today I'm going to bring you guys one of my many videos that's going to be going up for you guys, and so make sure you subscribe to this channel. You don't want to miss out on all the epic videos. Lots of surprises coming up over the next coming days. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss that stuff. And but this is Goldrush, one of the 4 new maps. First off, we're going to be taking a look at the dynamic field order event, and of course every map has its own event that happens when you complete the field order challenges, and this one is a set of black wolves that you can call in, similar to the wolf like guard dog streak, and the player who calls them in can get 3 of these black kind of special guard wolves, and these will come in instead of following the player around like a guard dog and kind of like staying with you. They will roam the map in search of enemies, and I was actually AFK at this point doing something else when they were called in, but you can see them roaming the map in search of me, and when they see me they come and kill me, and they're very dangerous. That's the field order for this one, and it's very similar to the guard dog. They've probably got the exact same health. I didn't test it exactly, but when they're called in, you definitely need to be on your toes. There's going to be a bunch of guard dogs coming after you, just like the attack dogs in the Treyarch game. So that is the field order on this map. Now onto some gameplay we have right here. I was playing on a LAN setup against a bunch of other YouTubers and Activision employees, so these guys are pretty good. You see my highlights of what happened, but about the map, I'm 100% honest, it's probably my least favorite out of the 4, which isn't to say I don't like the map or it's a bad map. It's pretty cool, but I love the other maps so much more. So as I said, stay tuned for every day on this channel. There's going to be more videos covering those brand new maps right up until the DLC launches on the Tuesday. But in all honesty, if I'm 100% honest, this is also one of the funniest maps I've ever played in COD Ghosts. It's absolutely crazy simply because of these minecarts. Obviously, this is set in some sort of mining facility. It's a pretty old abandoned one, and there are minecarts everywhere. They're speeding around the map. None of us are even playing seriously half the time. We're all just constantly fighting over the carts. You can hop in them, and as you'll see in this gameplay, you can just hop in them and speed around the map, and you might be able to gun some people down if you're lucky, but it's just so hilarious to actually play and hop in these minecarts, shoot people around, and it's actually a decent way to get around, because at some stages some of these minecarts can move faster than the actual sprinting speed, so it does mix things up a little bit, and you can actually fit 2 people in these carts as well. So if you crouch, it can be a lethal combination. One of you watches the back, one of you watches the front. You can literally speed through the map just gunning people down. It's absolutely hilarious, and you can also be an easy target if the enemies are smart. So it's very interesting kind of play style they added, and I've never seen something like that. A bunch of minecarts speeding around. I think at any point there's about 3 of them at the same time, possibly 2, but yeah, that's definitely very interesting. And then another thing that's also very cool about this map, you might notice that the B flag is actually moving. It's on a platform of its own, and it moves up and down constantly. If you're playing domination game mode, the B flag is right in the middle of this, and it makes things so crazy when you're constantly moving up and down. You're being elevated and you're just going up and through the level, and it also opens you up to a bunch of new lines of sight. So if you're on the lower level, if it's down on the lower platform, you can be shot from the same level in addition to the people above you, so they can look down on you, throw grenades, C4s at you, and it can be really dangerous. In general in COD, I always love a competitive B flag when it's a real fight over it and it's real competition, and you'll see in this gameplay it gets really close. In the domination, it's like super close. Make sure you keep an eye on the scoreboard on the bottom left. It was really close to game mode, and that's just an example of how fun kind of when the B flag is really competitive it can be. You're constantly fighting over it, and the fact that the platform's moving up and down, it really does change things. So you might have an entire team spawn on one side and they might be able to get access to B, and then it might move up and there's nothing you can do about it. You've got to move all the way around the map again to get control, and it really does switch things up. I don't think that the B flag has ever moved like that before in a Call of Duty game, so it's definitely something new. It's definitely something crazy, and you have to experience domination on this map, Goldrush. But in general, the map structure, it seems to be a very strange shape. You guys know I love the 3-lane kind of standard, very simple maps, but this is a very complicated one. There's about 3 levels in general, possibly 4, and there's lots and lots of different strange alleyways. The actual is quite a decent sized map in itself. It's I'd say probably medium size, but the actual engagements you get into are definitely close quarters. At the start of this game, I load up with the Remington, so I assumed, I pressed start on the map and saw it was a pretty large map, so I expected some long range gunfights, so I pulled out the Remington, and I was just getting destroyed. There was too much close quarters action. The Remington couldn't handle the close range kind of SMGs that were rushing me, so I put on a Vector, and I was doing so much better with the Vector. It's definitely a close range map. I'd say all of the maps are in this map pack, and I think would love to add these very close quarters maps in the DLC, which I really like. And but this is definitely a close quarters map. I'd recommend using SMG, so probably like the Vector or the MTAR or the Bison or something like that. But this is definitely an SMG map. You can see most of the engagements, there are lots of very strange verticality points, so most of the points will be kind of up and down. It's very kind of rare that you'll get someone on the same level as you. Often they'll be going kind of up a slope or up and down some stairs or climbing up some objects. And of course there's also the minecarts. You actually notice you can actually get hit by them, and if you get hit too much you will die. I think if you stand like in front of it, it'll basically push you along and it will do like little bits of damage. It might do like 25 damage each time, so if you get hit about 4 times it will kill you and eventually just flatten you and run you over. But it's easy just to press A or X and just climb onto the thing itself. But if you're weak, then you can get hit over. I'm not gonna lie, that did happen a few times. I was very weak after a gunfight. Minecart came out of nowhere and just ran me over, and it's absolutely crazy. But you do need to watch out for the minecarts and keep an eye on the minimap. It's pretty simple, just keep an eye on the minimap every now and again. You should be doing that anyway, but if you keep an eye on the minimap you'll be able to see if a minecart is coming around the corner, and there's a good chance that an enemy might be in it if there isn't a teammate, because lots of people do like to sit in these things, and they're pretty good and they're bad. I mean, you can move really fast and you're kind of head glitching in this minecart, but the thing isn't very armored. You can shoot through it pretty easily, especially if you put an armor piercing rounds. You can shoot through it very easily, and you are also a sitting target. Everyone knows where you are, everyone knows where you're coming from, so it's a pretty easy target. And there's also a part where you go up this kind of hill on an incline, so you'll be very slowly moving, and pretty much a sitting duck for the enemies. So make sure you're keeping these tips in mind. This is a crazy map, and let me know in the comments what do you think about this map, what are your thoughts. And as I said, of course there's many more videos to come, so make sure you're subscribing for this video so you don't miss those. Give the video a like rating if you enjoyed it, if you're excited for this DLC, and I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you later.